Hey guys, this is Stephanie and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Today I'm coming to you guys with the end of the year book tag created by Ariel Bissett. I will have the original video linked down below. Basically, this is just to kind of give me some perspective on the end of the year. It's just 6 quick questions that are basically dealing with the last 8 weeks of the year. It's a fun tag, it's a quick tag, so here we go. Question number 1, are there any books you've started this year that you need to finish? Of course there are. If you watch my channel at all, you know that I love to start a book and then maybe finish it. So the first one that I am most definitely going to be finishing by the end of the year is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I am only, and actually my bookmarker fell out of here, so I can't tell you how far into it I am, but I'm only a few chapters in, but I really, really liked it. And then I got a bunch of books in for my library, and I'm trying to make my way through those. And actually what I decided is I'm going to take half of them back and work on getting through 3 and then picking this one back up because I kind of want to read it in October, a spooky month type of thing, but I'm pretty sure it's going to land in November because it's November now. So unless I wait a year, which I will not, this will not be finished in October. So I'm hoping to get to it very, very soon. Basically, this is about a girl named Evelyn Hardcastle who is murdered, and then each day you wake up in somebody else's body and you have to relive that day. I think I haven't gotten to that part in the book yet. And basically you have a very set amount of time to figure out who killed her and how she died. So it sounds super interesting. And like I said, I only just started it and I had the hardest time putting it down, but I was like, if I don't get to these library books, then I'm going to have to wait how long to get them again? So I'm working on those. I'm working on this. I will get to it by the end of the year. I also need to finish by the end of the year Save the Date by Morgan Matson. Now, I have had quite the relationship with this book. I had it for 3 weeks and I had to take it back to the library. And then I had to wait 3 weeks. And then I got it again and then I had to take it back. So I am 3/4 of the way through this. I will finish this book. I promise you I will finish this book. It's just very, very slow going. And I think it's because I enjoy Morgan Matson's writing and I like her books. But this I don't like as much as I've liked the other ones. And it's a little bit disappointing. And it's not a bad book. It's just the other 2 I have read of hers have been an easy 5 stars. And this one I'm her main character is kind of a dinglebutt and I don't like her that much. But I will finish this. This one revolves around a family, and the oldest sister is getting married at the family's house, and the youngest sister, and there's 3 other brothers in there too, wants to make sure everything is perfect for her wedding, and it's the best day in the world, and so she's just trying to make everything absolutely perfect. And if you've ever gotten married or been involved in a wedding, you know something will go wrong. So it behooves you to just be okay with the fact something's going to go wrong, and let's just move on and enjoy what we can. And the last one that I will finish by the end of the year is Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This one I got a little over halfway through. I was reading it for Mark for his birthday as his present, and then I didn't finish it. I actually wanted to kind of go through it and be able to talk to him about it as I went through it, but I just kind of set it down and I just never really picked it back up for no reason. I totally was enjoying this book, very much enjoying this book. I anticipate this book to be very, very, very good. I just have to finish it now. This is an epic novel. It's kind of hard to say what it's about because you follow quite a few characters and you are in this fictional world where there is magic, but the magic hasn't really been discussed yet at the point I'm at, just a little bit, not a lot. And I don't know, I find this hard to describe because it's so big and not a lot's happened so far. A little halfway through the book, little things have happened, but more it's just been these epic characters with these epic life things going on, and you just want to know how are they going to be connected, when are they going to meet each other, how is it going to interact, things like that I'm ooh, this is going to be so good. But outside of saying it's an epic, I don't know how to describe it. Sorry. I'm so vague about books sometimes, and those are the ones I've started. Seriously. Next question. Do you have an autumnal book to transition you to the end of the year? And I actually grabbed 2 of those for this. The first one I grabbed was Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book in the second Mistborn series, and it is one I definitely wanted to read by the end of the year. And I feel like it's going to be a great transition from autumn to winter. And maybe it's because it's kind of a brownish, yellowish colored book that makes me feel that way. But just something about looking at this, I'm like, yes, the fall, something cozy, hot tea, puppies, all that kind of stuff that makes me happy. And I don't know exactly what it's about, but I know it does take place in the Mistborn universe, and that is enough for me. My other autumnal read is going to be Grave Peril by Jim Butcher, which is the 3rd book in the Dresden Files series. This is a series I've been making my way back through. I was trying to do it by the end of the year, but that's just not going to happen. But I do have a goal to go through it all by the end of next year. So I'm going to try that instead. The actual lettering on this one is kind of autumny as well, so yay for that. Basically, when I think fall turn into winter, I think cozy and comfortable. And because I've read these before, rereads to me are all like cozy and comfortable. Like, it's putting on a comfortable pair of jeans. If a book's good enough for you to want to reread it, it's kind of like, I'm gonna like it. I'm anticipating liking it. Though I have read books before, for the second time, I've been like, why did I like this? What's wrong with my face? Things like that. Question 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? And I have 2 I'm going to talk about. I'm pretty sure they're both out already. I just haven't read them yet. The first one is Catwoman by Sarah J. Maas. And this is one I actually got on Audible. My library didn't have the book yet. And I was like, oh, I want to listen to it. And then I just didn't listen to it. So I have it. And I could listen to it. I just haven't done that yet. I haven't heard a lot about this book. It was kind of in that series where they had Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman. But I didn't really hear much about it. I heard a ton about Wonder Woman. That one came out last year and I read it and I loved it. And I didn't get my hands on Batman, but I'm a little hit or miss with Marie Lu. And then this I didn't hear about like at all, which kind of surprised me because Sarah J. Maas has a pretty big following. I thought I'd hear something, love or hate, and I heard nothing. So maybe I'll just read it and tell you guys what I think about it. The other one I do want to get to is The Towering Sky by Catherine McGee. This is the third and I think final, I'm not positive, book in the 1000th Floor series, and I've read the first 2 and I really like them. This is not a series that's talked a lot about on BookTube, and I'm not sure why, because it is a very interesting series. It's, again, writing that's so good that unlikable characters become likable. You root for people that normally you're like, actually they're a horrible person, I don't want them to win, but I do. That's a good writer. So she is a good writer. I do like the series, and if you were to describe it to me as Gossip Girl futuristic with a sci-fi twist, I'd totally be like, I'll pass. But no, it's stinking good. So I'm excited for the third one to come out. It did come out, just like Catwoman came out. I just haven't read it yet. That one I might get to by the end of the year. If my library gets it on audiobook, I'll definitely get to it by the end of the year. If not, it's probably gonna have to wait till next year. Question 4, what are the 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? And I took 3 off of my fall reads that I'm actually hoping I can get to in the month of November because I'm very excited about them. First one is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. A lot of people have said that this is V.E. Schwab's best work, which I'm hoping because I've read some of her other work and I've liked some, and then I've been disappointed by others. So I'm hoping that this one will be like, yes, this is why people love her work so much. I'm not 100% sure what this is about, but I think it is about 2 guys who are like roommates in college, and they're like looking into getting superpowers for themselves, and then they both become supervillains. Something like that, but it does sound interesting. I also want to get to Soulless by Garrick Herringer. I have read her before, and I like her. I like her writing. It's fun, and this is kind of a steampunk Victorian story, and I don't know exactly what it's about, but I do know we have a kick-butt heroine. There are werewolves, I think vampires, other supernatural, and then the whole steampunk part of it. And I heard it's a lot of like strong women being strong and smart, and I'm like, I think I like that. And it's a series of like 5 or 6 books, so I'm always up for a good series. And the last one is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and I love Leigh Bardugo. Everything she's written I have loved. I think I have put off this series because people either love it or hate it, and I've been hearing more hate lately. Like, people are like, it's just not as good as Six of Crows, but at the same time, I'm not expecting Six of Crows. I'm just expecting good writing. So I am going to read this one before the end of the year. Hopefully I can get to all 3 before the end of the year, and I am expecting it to be quite good. I don't know what this one's about exactly, but I know it takes place in the Grishaverse, the Grisha universe, and it's kind of maybe a Russian-ish vibe, and people named Grisha have kind of a superpower of sorts. That's it. Number 5, is there a book you think could shock you and become your favorite book of the year? I'm not going to be shocked by any of these books that I have in front of me. I'm expecting to like all of them, and I'm expecting all of these ones to be a 5-star with the exception of Save the Date. I don't think that's going to be a 5-star, but I think the rest of these are going to be 5-star reads for me, so it's hard to say shocked. But 2 that I'm expecting to be 5-star reads that I will love and rave about by the end of the year, I'm not shocked. I will say it's going to be The 7.5 Deaths of Ellen Hardcastle and Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I am expecting both of these books to be absolutely fantastic and possibly have a teeny tiny book hangover after I have finished them. So hopefully that answers your question. And number 6, have you already started making reading plans for 2018? You know, I just dropped my phone. Okay, we're good. We're good. Originally, I was like, no, I haven't made any plans. That's too far in advance. It's 8 weeks away. And then I realized I have made a few plans. My goal this year was to read 100 books, and I hit that sometime beginning of October. Last year I did 10 reading resolutions for the year, and I'm going to try and do that again for next year. And I actually thought of a few already. A little sneak peek into my resolutions video. I want to read at least 3 graphic novels every month, which I don't think will be a problem. And that will keep me getting more and more invested in graphic novels. When we did the Get Graphic With It readathon, my eyes were just opened. I was watching everybody's like TBR videos and their wrap-ups, and I mean, I knew there was a lot out there, but I didn't know there was that much out there. So I was so excited by that I literally went to my library and got like, I think my library maxes out at 15 physical books you can check out, and I got like 11, and then I read like 2 before I had to take them all back because I've been busy this month. But my eyes have been opened up to so much manga and graphic novels that I just want to start reading more regularly. So that'll be one resolution. I also have thought of a few series that I would like to complete in the year of 2019, but I will talk about those in that video. And my goal was to read 100 books this year. I hit that beginning of October. So I think this next year I'm going to go for 130, especially since I'm putting all those graphic novels and stuff in there. I may go 140, but I also won't stress if I don't make the goal. If I don't make the goal, I don't make the goal. I'm not going to really cry about it, but I'm thinking that I'm not 100%. So there are my vague, maybe, probably, could be resolutions for the year. You guys know I'm really great at committing to things, so there's that. That is it. That is my end of the year tag. Now you know what I want to read, what I'm planning on reading, and what I'm probably not going to read too. I want to tag a few people in this. I would like to see Beards and Books do this tag. I would also like to see it done by Books and Jam, Joshana C., and Sophisticated Books. She's great. If you haven't seen her, check her out. But that is all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this tag. I'd love for you to comment down below with the one book, whether you've started it or not, that you will absolutely be reading by the end of the year, because I would love to know. I post videos on Monday, Tuesday, Fridays most weeks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love your comments, and I will talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.